All right, welcome. It is time as we start the insanity as our brave adventurers looking for fame and fortune, and possibly more, as traveling deep within the ruins of Draconia, which, after falling, they've been recently unearthed, and as we learned last week, is being generally overseen by a neutral organization that does not answer to any particular political entity on Wildmount or in Exandria at all, known as the League of Miracles. And they've been governing in a lot of quotations there, but at least have been a presence there, making sure everything goes well. And currently, our crew has gone in and survived one of the first things that seems to tend to kill people, especially those who go down the middle path. Faced with 3 options, they elected to be the one that had killed the most people before them. And finding for themselves a little bit of a nest of creatures that can take the shape of objects and a large path of what seems to be tombs of Draconians as well as relics that, fearing that something might be up, they passed by and now have come to a large chamber with the carved dragon head facing down that they will have to go underneath in order to reach doors. The path they must go is thin and what looks like a very, very long drop down below. Having given flight a chance, realize that this seems to be protected against those who might try to use such a means. Thusly, tied together and ready to make it together or go down together, we will pick up with our crew. So, with that now, the wind here still blows lightly. And now before you cross, there is a measured clang, something striking another material. A few seconds go by and you hear it again. The frequency is the same. It doesn't go faster, it doesn't slow down, but it comes somewhere below, echoing up as all of you begin to traverse this place. So, we're going to go ahead and do a group acrobatics check as all of you are attempting to make your way here. So, I want to actually make sure I have this clear. Is the idea to go together, or is one person trying to go and secure? Because I know, Orion, you're leading.
Yeah, I believe we're all going as a group. It was
what I thought. Okay.
A one for all.
Yeah. Everyone acrobatics.
For heroic inspiration, do we have to declare it before we use it, or can we use it after the roll?
So heroic inspiration specifically is a reroll.
Okay. I haven't used mine. I'm just wondering before I... Yeah, I'm going to use mine.
Can I guide myself? Hype myself up for this, or is it too long of a trek?
Let me think here. Yes, you can guide yourself.
I initially rolled a 1, and then I re-rolled it with my heroic inspiration for a 14.
Okay.
3 on my guidance. 16, 19.
For the first time ever, I'm going to use my review inspiration to not die. Hopefully.
Can you tell Jonathan what those are for?
Well, Jonathan, when you do the review, you get to have inspiration.
Okay. So I just got a
Sorry,
9. I'm going to use one of my luckies to re-roll.
Okay.
Years of inspiration wasted.
That's worse. So I'm going to use my final lucky.
Okay.
Oh boy, we're off to a great start, aren't we?
What's that
Oh
final
my
number?
God. Even
Oh
worse.
no!
I got a 9, I got an 8, and then I got a 5.
So with
So much
lucky, it's
for
5,
being
right?
What? No, I always get the highest one, so it's
Is it?
9.
Okay.
No.
Couldn't remember. A lot of different abilities these days.
Let's
I got
do
a
all
10.
Paladins.
Oh boy, we were doing so well. Okay.
I got a 13, and there's no way I can change it, so it's 13.
Okay. And I don't think I have Jonathan's.
I got 19.
19.
Total.
Oh, I got yours. So I got 14, 19, 9, 10, 13.
And mine was 6.
There we
Was
go.
the first one.
That's what I missed.
We really need the wizard here.
I mean, I didn't roll here. I got a roll for acrobatics. If you didn't
There
see
is
it.
a lot.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, I'm not always seeing the. Sometimes I'm looking at various things, so I won't always see the rolls. That's why I will always call for them. But so, okay. In that case, getting partial way there. Around, as you all make the halfway mark, you can see now that the pathways have been what looks like shaped in such a way that from where you were standing, they looked a lot thicker than they are, and in fact are curved and round as you're stepping onto them, causing this first bout where you will slip. Now, quickly, you are all able to grasp and using the ropes and catching each other. You do not fall off. Thankfully, the ropes keep you there, and the others of you are able to grab on very tightly. But it's hard as they also seem smooth. You can't quite get a grip, forcing you to put your arms over each other and almost hug it the best you can. It's not giving you any friction.
Ah, Ours is like, he's like freaking out a bit, but trying to keep his cool. He looks down and just fear is written all over his face.
What would y'all like to do?
Are the sides also smooth?
In this one section, yeah.
Okay, so the sides, like the wall part, is also smooth, not just the stepping part.
So yeah, I mean the walls is not a ledge until you get to where the doors are.
I don't know if I'm explaining it poorly. Is the texture of the side of the walls, because you said the top was rounded and smooth, are the sides also smooth like marble, or is it like textured at all?
Yeah,
that-
they're smooth as well. Yeah,
Okay,
all
gotcha.
around these walkways.
Okay.
All right. I mean, how far across are we now?
About midway.
I mean, I don't think we're turning around. So, I do have an idea, and I don't know if this is gonna work or not. But I'm gonna put my shield down, and what I'm gonna do is So who's behind me? Is Xanatos?
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you can just keep me from falling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my shield down and I'm going to scrape on the ground with the shield as we move. And the idea is to start kind of giving it a little bit of a rough texture. So hopefully we won't slip as we're going. But I need him to kind of like keep me from just right off the edge.
I gotcha.
So to clarify, are we currently hanging on to the thing like this is my phone? We're like arms over the edge, not having fallen. So we're not standing currently.
Oh, I thought we were like balanced.
We're all currently hanging on with our arms.
Oh, never mind that. That ain't gonna work.
And legs, but yes. It's,
I don't have a very good idea of what it is we're doing physically. I'm having a hard time picturing.
okay.
Yeah, so are we like prone or?
Yeah. So the idea here is that it's almost it went from like being a nice flat beam to like a rounded log, but of stone.
Oh, okay.
What you ended up having to do was coil your bodies around it in order not to fall.
So like army crawling almost, like on.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like sliding. Or
Yeah, almost sliding more.
Okay. Who has the extra rope? Because
I
I
think we're
thought
using me and Orion's rope currently that we had tied
Yeah.
together to tie us all.
I
So
thought someone had
other people would
another.
have to have rope.
Yeah, I had I have a silk rope that we used on each other.
Dang.
Where is Alaric? Is he not going to be here today? Or?
He might come late.
Okay.
I thought I had a rope. I actually have a robe. So
Snow clothes. Just take the bee and turn it upside down. And that's what.
I like the idea that Celicus actually says that. It's in the rope bag, but sorry, meant the Packers put it in place.
Um, how do we do this?
I mean, we can just keep
I also
shimmy.
have rope.
Okay, are we on top or are we on like bottom, like sliding like sliding underneath it, or are we like arm crawling on top?
You're on top.
Okay.
So you're a little like you're still. It's very precarious. So you could try to stand back up and go. You can try to slide this way. You can do a lot of the different things that you want to try to do here. There's
Okay, so
I stopped because whenever I do any of this, I'm allowing for player creativity. It could be we keep going, which is fine too. But I'm always like, what do y'all want to try to come up with? Or
Good question, Mikey. So I was about to start. I thought we were under, and I was like, okay, let's just start.
Yeah,
I mean, you can easily get yourself to go under, right?
I was like,
You can
okay.
go either way.
What are
I
y'all
don't know
not
if it would
practiced
make-
on shimmying across beams? Like, let's go, Ryan. Start moving.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
act
let's
like we don't
just
do this on the
shimmy.
ship.
All right,
And
let's
then
move.
I'll ready like in action, I guess, to catch Orion like as we go. Like if that helps save our lives.
Okay. All right. So in this case, this will go to an athletics check.
All right.
Oh, good. I'm, in theory, much better at those.
Wait, are we all making athletics checks, or
It sounded like
Yeah,
this
we-
was the plan. Everyone's shimmying forward.
There we
Can I give
go.
myself guidance, or is that out?
just
You can still do guidance, yeah.
I give myself guidance.
18, 1-8.
No.
I'll be right back.
17 for my roll, so 19 on my athletics.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
8 total.
Meanwhile,
Alright,
the fighter rolled an 11.
Oh no.
Oh, Bobby.
I think all
change your
Revelry
name and
pirates
your,
of the
native
Val
name.
Savage era should have the sea legs feet just from the get go.
Oh, okay, my class. So my name is correct.
Oh.
No, yeah. I joked about that earlier. I was like, oh man, Torsten got strong and respect.
All right. Then did our troll...
Okay, flashback. Okay. I call
Okay.
flashback. Okay. So, like, slowly crawling forward, Xantos, he thinks back to after he first was, he left the Everlight, and how he was kicked out of his first bar, and he falls to the ground, he's thrown out in mud, crawling down, thinking, this could not be any worse. This is the worst day ever. And then a carriage comes, and then mud sprays his face. Says, I was wrong. And then continues going, and that's where he heads to another tavern, because this one was bad, the other one will be good. And that's where he meets Braga, which is Seleucus' friend.
Oh. Very nice.
I'm back now.
Very cool.
So, do I also make an athletics check? Is everyone doing that?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh boy, my worst skill. Here we go. Oh wow, that's glorious.
Wait, what was it?
It's a 3.
Okay.
These
Great
rolls
stuff.
are only going lower.
Okay. So Xanatos, was you doing that for a reroll?
Oh, no, just because I didn't do it last time. I just wanted to get in on the fun.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So you're seeing this person with Seleucus?
Yeah, no, this is how I meet Braga, which is Selka's friend, and then we start interacting, and that's how eventually we will become acquaintances through that friend.
Braga, yes. Braga's first time. Very cool. And then for, what is this? Molly, why don't you fill us in on, what does Braga look like in your mind?
Braga is a halfling. She has 2 loopy braids that are always like decked out with different color like stones. They look really shiny, but they are not real in any sense. And she's always like taught, like she has a slew of drinking stories of the various people she's met, the amount of people that challenge her to drinking contests, thinking that, oh, she's just a tiny little halfling. How much can she drink? A lot. A lot is the answer.
Nice.
And one day she's talking with Seleucus about how she met this other paladin and how he was drinking away his sorrows, and it's like, you're also a sad paladin. Why don't you two like get together, do something adventurous? You know, I remember seeing some postings about strong individuals that are needed to like escort some like weak scholarly type guys. You know, the ones that are in it for the fame and fortune, but have no muscles whatsoever.
Perfect. Yeah. I love that. How that's the chance meeting there, and I think. See, Brooks, what does Brooks kind of give you like pay for a nice clean bath at an inn? I kind of like that idea. That works, Sanitos. After you'd been put in the mud and. All right. So, what you can do is because we have an 8, an 11, and a 3. You can do one of the people to re-roll if you'd like to push your re-roll over to them.
Yes, let's give it to 3.
So ours.
Yes.
You can re-roll your athletics thanks to
I can?
flashback. Yep, because Andrews used their flashback.
Well, no way. Thanks, man. You did not have to do that. Let's see if I roll higher this time. That's an 11.
Okay.
I would have died if you rolled. If you rolled the 3 on the die. We're just getting to a singularity for Arth's rolls.
Oh my.
All right. Okay, so now this would be a good spot. This give you guys a little bit of idea of how I will do checks like this. So all these will have DCs, obviously, but there is getting 5 above a DC, which adds a success to the group check past your just meeting the DC. However, there's also missing the DC by 5, which minuses 1 from the group check as well. So something like this matters a lot if you can bring a low number up to maybe not 5 below, even though you don't always know the DC. So just as a kind of idea of how these will happen. So it's not always a matter of straight successes. Really high can help and really low can hurt more. So with that being said, as you pull yourselves carefully, now your muscles straining. Of the 3 doors, which one did you want to make it to? It's probably
which way are we
mostly
going?
Orion, because Orion's
Yeah.
leading.
I'm like shaking at this moment. Which door? This is not my strong suit, literally.
What's behind door number 1?
All right, there we go. Door number 1. I'm gonna scoot my way that way.
Okay. Very good. So scooting everyone over. Now, I will need a Constitution saving throw from everyone as you've pushed yourself across this. This is against exhaustion, and the DC will be 11.
Whew, a 12.
Missed it by 1. And
Hey, Matt, I have a question.
Yes.
So, new rules. I didn't realize that I automatically got heroic inspiration because I was human. And last week, I did do a flashback. Any chance you let me have one?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to re-roll. That's, much better. 24.
I got a nat 1.
Okay. So those who are below 11, so 10 and below, you will receive 1 point of exhaustion as you make it to this door, which 2024 rules, as a reminder, means that your speed is reduced by 5 feet, and you get -2 from all your D20 tests, which is basically whenever you roll a D20.
Two times your exhaustion level. Ooh.
Yeah.
It makes more sense than the old ones, though.
It does. I like it a lot better. I feel like it's straightforward and still just as there. So, with that now, you are now all huddled before this door, keeping ground. It's just the ledge here in front of the door is just big enough to kind of support all of you to get you off of these platforms. And here you see this door, part of it, all of it's stone, part of it seems to have this kind of artful design to it. But there are places where the design seems incomplete. And there, at the end of these lines that look like they should continue, you see these, what look like, almost like beetles. And they're chewing on the stone. And it appears they are slowly, essentially carving it away to complete or further the artistic design.
Well, that's not something you see every day.
Does the design look like arcane in nature, or of a particular place?
Judging what you can see, it seems consistent with draconian art, but doesn't seem to have any type of like magic, arcane, or anything along those lines.
Does the door feel like it's something that we can move to open it up?
Right. So grabbing the door here, there's a knob as you go to turn, and it does move freely.
Alright, I'm gonna just shoulder into it and just push, as I'm kind of probably the one now crushed between everyone behind me and the short ledge and the door.
Absolutely. So you push. Here. And before you hear, you can see what appears to be a street. The stone here has been carved in such a way to simulate bricks. At least the look of it, though clearly looking, there's no mortar or anything, it's just grooved patterns to look like stone. Or like individual stones. Further, looking around, you can see that there are these small insects carving out what appear to be dwellings, though all of them are incomplete. Maybe a room or half a room. And further ahead, you can hear a louder noise. Large amounts of stone hitting stone as the street continues.
With the light from my shield, how far can we see down? Or does it just go to darkness at the end of the 30-foot light limit?
Yeah, so at the end of your limit, it's just dark again.
I guess we're going down the bug-infested hallway?
Well, we're not going to
Unless
make
you
it
really
back
want to do
across
that
right
again.
now.
Yeah, there's only one way.
Crack my fingers, kind of shake off the fact that I'm just kind of like working the fact that my arms hurt a lot because that is not my thing. All right, I'm gonna start heading down the path, and I will stay like 5 feet ahead of everybody else, just so that in case I trigger something, they don't all go up with me.
Okay.
Do I recognize these bugs at all?
Give me an Arcana check.
Hey, did we undo the rope, or are we all still tied together?
It's up to all of you.
Let's
Oh,
undo
that was
that.
asked to the party.
Yeah, let's
Sorry,
untie
Matt.
ourselves.
I'm down to untie for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's a 5.
I like that
don't
answer.
think I do.
Nope. You don't recognize these.
They are bugs that eat rock.
Xantos will walk out with his greatsword out, because after that mimic, not letting anything come to chance.
Yeah, ours is going to try and stay just in between everybody. Does not want to get attacked again.
What's the width of this hallway we're going down?
So, kind of the street is about 20 feet wide.
Oh, okay. So I'm just walking abreast of Orion.
Yeah. Yeah, so kind of as a little group here, just with Ryan a little ahead. So you come now where the street you are on meets 9 others that go different directions.
Okay. So, like
In-
10 heads of a dragon.
Is there a signpost?
What there is in the center, as the roads come in, there's a large now 40-foot circle. They form that as they converge. In the center of it is a 10-foot wide silver disc that floats with a blue light. As you get closer, you see what appears to be a diagram or map. Looking at it, you can see that it at its center has paths that meet and branch. And there are blue pieces of it are lit up blue, namely from the center out, though it looks like the blue light has not filled all of the lines upon the disc.
People with maps who hired us to bring you here. I don't know what this might be. Does anyone else?
Yeah, can we check our maps with it?
Do I remember what it was for?
So, yeah, you've been having a really hard time here. You do not. I want to say, yeah, you would not have an idea of this. However, look at the map. Again, you can see this seems to be a section of the map here. And there are notes beside it. And Draconic. Specifically ones that seem to be readable by the blue light of this disc.
Xantos will look to Selkas. This is in Draconic Inn. I don't know if you know this, but you're draconic, so that'd be great.
So this is just like I'll read it. Not all Dragonborn, not born knowing Draconic all the time, right? Even though I was. What does it say?
Okay. Ravenite and Draco Blood together. It's here.
Wait, what does it say? Gravenite and Draco Blood? Like, that's what it says?
Together.
Together. Okay. Okay, what's Ravenite? Is that by chance like a mineral or like...
That's
So why if Xanthus asked that and Salikis, why don't you answer that?
No.
The Ravenites are Dragonborn that had no tails.
That's
Dragon Bloods are what we called ourselves. Because we had tails. We were closer to being dragons.
What do you call kobolds? Aren't they also of dragons?
Depending on who you spoke to, they were either minions, cannon fodder, runts. There were all sorts of terrible names.
Would a Ravenite not necessarily mean Dragonborn, but just someone without tails?
I've only ever known it to refer to a Dragonborn that did not have a tail. I know that there were talks and rumors of fights breaking out, various different anti-Draco Blood sentiments, specifically from some of the various families. But when I was given to the order, that wasn't my life anymore.
All right, so when we previously read it, it said the council on the map. Now has Revenite and Draco Blood together. Does this tell us anything? Like, could do we roll, or will this gives us any clue at all?
So the way that we would do this is if you're trying to get a hint, someone can make an intelligence check. Otherwise, this is clues that your characters piece together and kind of figure, like, it's a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of something. So I leave that to all of you, how much you want to try to clue and conspiracy board it together or not.
Salikis, what was the occurrence of the two different classes creating children?
That I know of. I'm sure it happened, that it existed. I know that at least in the upper circles, no one would speak of it. It would be shameful. Perhaps some of the the lower circle, they would be more willing to speak of it. I definitely think that now that Draconia is no more, I don't think the the hatred between the two exists in the same ferocity.
Santos will take a swig of his beer in his pouch. Say, all right, Silkus, I don't want you to get mad about this question. I'm just trying to find any clue. Were your parents, by chance, one a Revenite and one with tail, where your blood would be a mixture of both?
No. Both of my parents were from very old lineages. My father's family, for generations, they they were devout worshippers of Bahamut. Every generation, they gave up a child to join the order. Out of my brothers and sisters, that was me.
The Platinum Dragon is a very well esteemed deity in the Dwendalian Empire. The young Asimar would look along the walls, quietly listening, before turning to Seleucus and asking in a very soft voice, "Do you think Draconia will ever be rebuilt? And if so, do you think the Dragonbloods and the Ravenites will do it together and be at peace?"
Sorry, I'm chewing. um, I don't think there will ever be a city as grand as Draconia used to be. And if the Ravenites and the Dragonbloods work together to create something, well,
Okay, I want to try
hopefully it'll be
some.
better than this.
I want to try some steal the Declaration of Independence stuff. Can I hold our map up to the blue flame to see if like words come out or like something, like to see if there's like a reaction between our map and the silver disc with blue light?
Yeah, so you try to get your piece up, hold it up here. And you can see there are differing images in blank spaces that seem to be able to be visible via this light. You get the sense here that a certain ink was used that reacts this particular type of light. And one of the things that make some perfect sense in this moment to you is some writing near the bottom. In Draconic that Seleucus can translate. That gives the date of when this map was gone. Suppose what would seem to indicate when this was drawn, which are created, which from looks like it was about 3 years after the fall of Draconia. And it says in the corner a note in the same ink. Therius, I can only hope this finds you. This is all I can remember of the project I helped your grandfather with. It will be some time, at least a decade or two, if it actually begins and makes enough progress for this to be useful. But I hope you can lead our people to their inheritance.
Well, they're looking at the map. Can I start just looking like from the center of the circle, trying to see if I can't distinguish which road is which color dragon? Whether there's something on the floor or just a signpost that we just happened to miss.
As far as looking, there really isn't. This is still incomplete. It's still happening, and there's nothing here that really shows.
Okay.
Yeah, Alark has been pretty quiet and has just been observing these blue lines and this disc. And you said it looks like these blue lines are incomplete.
Yes.
And do the lines have any arcane connotations, glyphs, sigils, runes? From what I can see.
As far as the markings themselves, well, go ahead and give me an Arcana check here.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Well, actually, it's different now. I think the heroic inspiration is done
It's a
after you
reroll.
roll, and you don't like the roll, right?
Correct. It's a reroll.
Okay.
And then you have to use that one.
Gotcha. Okay, so just roll real quick. I don't need it. That's a 22.
Nice.
Okay. Looking at the top here, you don't see. This looks like a diagram. It seems to, from what the way it's set up, seems to follow the theory of planar alignment, as if the streets are designed to reflect that. But underneath it, of the point, just kind of get down and begin to look, and there you see 7 active runic spell circles, all draconic in origin, that seem to be spinning and glowing, doing an immense amount of arcane output. Now, while you're down there, there's broken quill and an empty ink bottle, as well as like a little bit of some other debris, including a tied off lock of blonde hair.
So what do you mean by tied off?
So, like a blonde hair braid
Okay.
that is made so that it's separate and there.
Is Alaric been a wizard trained long enough to know that this might be used as a spell focus materials?
I mean, there's
That's
a
my
lot
guess
of
as a
stuff that can be
player.
used.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could decide. It's not like
Okay. And the ink bottle, is that empty?
it is. There is a few last bits of ink in it.
Okay.
I pick up the quill and the ink bottle and the lock of hair to show everyone. We might be able to examine these to help discern more about these currently active runes. Silicus, what do you know about draconic runes? If anything. You're muted if you're trying to communicate with us.
Molly, you there?
Now I am. repeat what you asked. Sorry.
Alaric asked if Celicus knows anything about draconic runes.
I would think if he does, it would only be in religious context. So if these are not anything in any way religious context, he would probably not. But he could try thinking of it.
Well, my other thought is we might be able to, if there's, who knows how old it is, but if there's any ink in the bottle or on the brush or on the pen, because if it's talking about, what was it, the Ravenites and the Draco Bloods together. What if it meant their blood? What if you needed both types of blood of some sort?
Maybe it's needed for the ink. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Xanatos will cast Mending on the broken quill to fix it, and then he'll turn to everyone like, all right, well, this is working now. So we could see if maybe this was the same ink or start drawing pictures. What do you want to do?
Well, there's only a few drops of the ink left. I think not enough to... Perhaps we could take the ink, put it on... I have some parchment. We could test it on to see if we could replicate it with something, but...
So, ultimately, you're trying to determine if this is the same that was made the map with?
I think they were trying to determine if it was blood.
Oh, it's blood? That's what you're going for?
And like both, if we can. Like if it's blood, but also if it's used as, if it's the same thing that's on the map.
Okay. Yeah, I would say give me an investigation check.
Guidance.
Can I offer a help action for like advantage for someone else? Okay, cool. I have 0 for investigation.
Well, real quick, did Torsten have something to say?
He did. Sorry, I was going to wait till that was done.
Go for it.
You know me, sit in the background until people are done. So Torsten will shyly step forward and go, again, I don't know a lot about magic, and Matt, stop me if I am going off on something that he wouldn't know. But perhaps they meant that whatever this thing is doing, some sort of magic that they did together to create a new home, because it looks like it's building. Maybe that's what that thing does? Controls building of They said it would take years, lots of years.
Yeah, it said it would take at least a decade or two from... How many years has it been since the fall of Draconia?
Like, what is it? 11, 9, 19, like 26?
Okay. This was written 3 years after. So yeah, this would be around the time for it to be useful to make enough progress.
Okay, so what was it to try and examine the small remaining ink?
Investigation check.
Okay. And I have
With
guidance. Okay. The guidance is a 2.
Now I know how old I am.
All right. 21.
Okay. This the ink seems to be standard. It doesn't match with the map, nor does the quill.
And I got
In fact, the quill standard, there seems to be maybe a bits of parchment on there. This just looks at it. I mean, there's no other objects here. This might have gotten left here recently.
That does make sense now that I think about it. If there wouldn't be enough to even test it if this were old. But good to keep in mind that it was broken and that there was this lock of hair beside it, which could be sentimental or a component of a spell. Those are my best guesses. And as far as which direction to go from here, I haven't quite yet discerned that. The blue lines that are moving across this disc, do they seem to be growing slightly or moving or changing at all?
So we'll say this: if you all want to, you can process a short rest, and in the hour that you are here investigating, you can see that then a particular street, we're going to call it the northernmost street. Here, those lines look like they've moved and gotten longer upon the disc. That's more lit up than the other sections. You came from the south, if you're looking at this.
Is anybody particularly hurt? Like sub half.
Look over at ours.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say ours maybe.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. How hurt are you, ours?
How hurt? I
Yeah.
mean, ours. So ours pulls his shirt a little bit to the side at the neck, and he looks at the big black bruise on his shoulder. Probably like the size of your fist, maybe a bit bigger. It looks like it hurts a lot. He says, "That thing,
Sorry.
that thing hit me like a hammer. I'm surprised it didn't break my collarbone."
You'll be fine, and I'll cast Healing Word on you for 5? Is that what that is? 5. Since we're short resting, I will get my pack magic back.
So you heal me for 5?
Yep.
Well, that's all my hit points. So in an instant, it fades and then takes on the alabaster color as the rest of them. And he's like, "Oh, that felt great. Pain's gone."
Yeah, I am pretty incredible.
Well, then.
While we're short resting, I would like to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And then take the little circle stone that I have and put it up over my eye and just start looking through it after the spell's done to just look around the room and see what in the room might be radiating magic.
Okay.
Reminds me of Goonies.
Yeah. So remind me about the circle stone.
It's my my amulet is what
Spell focus.
is my spell focus.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Yeah, looks so nice. Yeah, looking through it as you're trying to channel your energies. There's magic radiating throughout everywhere you can see.
Ours is innately magical, so would he see him?
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't detect. So detect magic is specifically gives ongoing spells.
Yep.
Is what
Hmm.
detect magic gives you information on, and you're seeing many ongoing spells. I mean, in and around. Here.
I was just trying to see if there was anything that maybe was on the walls that was different than everything else. So like maybe someone had marked it in a way to do secret, like go this way, and all the walls, if they were glowing like one color, and then that was just glowing something different. That's what I was kind of
Right.
seeing if
Yeah,
there's
here there's nothing like that necessarily.
Okay.
You just see that there's immense amount of transmutation spells that are seemingly coming off of this. So this and going, and you can kind of see in the distance more active. I think what you can pick up again, kind of like in the north, there's the highest amount of magical activity.
Obi, what does your magic eye see?
A lot of like magic involving change. So I mean, I think that it's definitely building, but and then I point north. I go, it's heavy from that direction.
That's where the lines have extended towards.
I guess that's the way to go. Head to where the source is coming from.
One of the things Alaric did during that short rest was try to, as best he could, draw those draconic glyphs into a page of his book.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you that if you were going to do it. If not, Celicus was gonna ask for some parchment to do it himself.
Yeah, I'd say you can get general shape. You're not going to get precision with the hour.
Okay.
Very intricate.
Gotcha.
Probably 16 to 20 hours.
Oh.
To fully get the precision of it. But you can get a general enough to maybe where you could try to match them up and get,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Being with a background of a scribe and proficiency in calligraphy, would this give me any help in trying to match these up in the future?
It would help you match, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just due to their arcane nature, they're hard to describe correctly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Adorable cat, Torsten.
Thanks. It just magically shows up and disappears. I don't know what that's about. It started happening one day.
All right.
Matt, you described earlier that we heard a repetitive noise. Are we still hearing that? Is it louder?
In this space, you're not able to hear that.
Okay, so it was just outside when we were walking across the...
Yeah.
Different
All
door.
right.
Hides the drummer.
I'm ready to head north if you all are.
What's north?
That way.
Up is always north. Gosh.
I'll get my things together and. Is anyone good? Ryan, are you good at finding traps that might?
I mean, I'll take the lead on it. I have no problem with that. Sometimes things go boom, though.
That they do.
So, as I look before my spell ends, of the 9 tunnels, does any one specifically of the ones going north look more potent, or is it just that way?
I mean, you can with your stuff, you can really get probably pinpointed the best direction to go as far as trying to get up there.
Okay.
If you're looking for the most important. But and so the idea here too, just so kind of give you the full, this is carved out in such a way where it doesn't really feel like tunnels. It feels like you're in this like underground city.
Mm.
So these are more like streets through,
Mm-hmm.
though it does have some tunneling aspect in that it's like the rough shapes of dwellings are there, but not their internals.
Gotcha.
But you proceed forth, and for about 10 minutes walking here, you can now hear the crushing and breaking of stone and metal against stone scraping.
What is that? That noise.
It's bad news. Santa's getting ready to carve some stuff up.
Sounds like progress.
Hmm.
Should we
Like-
support it?
I'd like to proceed quietly.
We'll do a group stealth check.
I
Yeah,
slowly
ours is
start
going
putting
to,
my loot back on my back because I was getting bored and was going to start playing a ditty.
Give myself guidance as we start moving.
Ours is going to use a ready action. If anything mean comes out and looks like it's going to attack us or something, he's going to cast a spell at them. Do I have to specify what spell?
You do. Well, so, and in this case, if you're holding it for a while, it has to be a cantrip. Because, like, a single spell can only be held for, like, really a round.
Yeah.
Like a level spell.
I don't think that's... Okay. DM says so. I will have Sorceress Burst ready.
Okay.
A 7.
12.
Even with disadvantage, 15.
14 for
Nice.
me.
7.
21, even with exhaustion.
Okay.
Nat 20 for a 22.
I don't think. Oh, as we listen, do we hear the direction that we think that noise is coming from? Or does it just sound like it's echoing around us?
It seems like it's coming from in front of you.
Oh, it's in front of us. Okay.
Okay. So, very good. Okay. In that case, you can see they're following the sound, proceeding very carefully. You see what appears to be a carved cul-de-sac coming off the main roads of these stone buildings. This section looks a little more ornate, more finished. It seems a bit odd, as it seems that from what you can tell, the carving of this place seems to have mostly been done from the center outward. But then this detail work is very far away from that center. There is a armored form that is moving about. Between the bits of armor, you see shining blue fire. It is at once pulling rock and like carving, and you look and it puts its hands out, one hand out, and a ornate chest appears in blue fire. It takes the chest and walks into one of the buildings.
That looks like treasure.
We're going after that box, right?
I want it.
Valorant, why don't you send Hockey to go see what that is?
Oh yeah, I can just quickly sacrifice Blitz. That's fine. Yeah, it's great. Have I in my studies have I ever read of a suit of armor that is kind of animated with this blue arcane flame or anything like that?
So you would have read of, the ability to animate a suit of armor isn't necessarily a secret that certain wizards have achieved such a thing. Specifically powered or maintained by blue fire, you do not recognize.
Hmm.
That thing looked dangerous. But then there's a
Only-
lot of us.
Does it match the blue fire we've been seeing all along throughout this place?
It's been more like energy spikes, more like electricity, not so much like fire. It's not necessarily a match other than it being a shade of blue.
Okay.
So,
How far-
Selkist, you can give me a history if you'd like. Polly, are you there?
Yes, I am. I went to get up to go get my candy. Okay, I needed something sweet.
Who told you you can leave?
History check, you said?
Yes.
It's a natural 20 for 22.
Nice.
So, in that case, you do, you recognize this from stories, specifically from temple learnings, more said in disdain ways. They would talk about the accesses of the wealthy. Especially some of the sorcerers and wizards of Draconia, that they would make things that were prettier than they were functional. And it's these, you heard these constructs, and do you recognize, like, they called it the blue fire of vanity is what it was referred to in your teachings. Often used to those who wanted to not have to have Ravenites in their presence. Instead made other types of servants prettier and more functioning. Colored in the way they wanted to be and shined, and even as you looked at this thing, you recognized from this the jewels that were on it, and that it was kind of distributing or taking a piece of wealth here has significance to all of that.
would relay that to the group.
Oh, so they didn't use it for guarding important things?
So
was
if we
just-
bang it up, could we sell its remains?
Possibly.
How far is the building that it went into ahead of us now?
About 30 feet.
Is there any windows, doors? I mean, there was a door that it went in, but is there any like ways to look into the building?
Here there are some carved out windows. If you wanted to get all the way up there, it would require someone to be at the window to get an effective look.
I mean, yes, Blitz can look, and my eyes.
So when Obi says it's a good idea,
I just like to create sibling rivalry. I like to feed that flame.
That was a great idea, Ryan. Good job.
These things just come to me. It's like I have like a sixth sense about how we should do this stuff. Calder, why don't you come up with better ideas?
it's like you say the same thing I said, but louder. It's weird.
Why say so bird?
Alaric's eyes go blank, and the
Oh shit, he went blind.
yes, he did. And the hawk takes off of his shoulder and flies.
I start shaking. Are you okay?
So just to the window.
Say again.
Just to the window.
Yes.
Okay. Quickly, give me a stealth for your hawk here.
Yeah.
Does your hawk have dark vision?
I don't think so.
You know what does? An owl.
Hey, Alaric, you know what would really be helpful is maybe if it was an owl.
Alaric currently can't hear you. But
Man, maybe Ryan should lead the group.
no, Hawk does not have dark vision. Is there no light over there?
There's no light anywhere here.
Oh, good to know.
You've had like shields of light and such things, so we've talked about that. So there hasn't been too much of a big problem. But sending them out ahead does cost us a little bit. So also give me a
It burns with blue fire.
dash for
no,
stealth already.
Yes, I have to roll that real
Okay.
quick. It's sorry, I was looking at my stacks and I got distracted by not having dark vision.
It just hits the wall.
Oh, I'm immediately going to need to use my heroic inspiration.
You see it run into a wall, feathers fly everywhere.
That's cocked. Oh, much better. Dirty 20.
Okay. So as it lands here, you can see. So what you can see then is just the very dim light that this thing gives off.
Okay.
You're able to look there. So because of that, we're going to go ahead and do. Sorry for so many checks on the hawk, but a perception check with disadvantage
Got it.
for the hawk to try to what they're going to be able to see here.
But it's still my perception modifier, right? Because I'm looking through the hawk's eyes. Or is it the hawk's?
It's always the funny one. So it's wisdom. So it's your wisdom. So we'd go for you.
Okay. At disadvantage, that's an 8.
Okay. Okay. I would say you can see it kind of like leaning over. Looks like it's taking the chest and pushing it. As far as where or to what, you can't quite make out.
I will quietly relay this message to everyone. And I say, still looking and hearing through my familiar, I'll say to everyone, Blitz can create a distraction
if we want to go in and attack this creature and try and... I don't know if it's going to fight back. It didn't seem like this was an aggressive thing, but who knows? If we wanted to try and take what's in that chest, I could create a distraction with Blitz.
Well, before we do that, what if we send the Dragonborn in and see how it reacts first? And be ready to attack. Maybe, once it sees Celicus, they'll think like, oh, sweet, my buddy's here. Like, let's hang out. And we don't have to do any of this stuff.
I just realized that you're trying to reply. I didn't hear any of that. And I in the connection with my hawk.
Orion, say what I said. You're better at explaining everything.
So Lucas is like giving you the like, is this guy for real? Side eye. Just like not even turning his head, just like eye.
Maybe
I think
before we ask the Dragonborn to go check it out, we should ask her if she's okay with us looting her future, because these aren't ruins. This is the future of her people.
it was our future now.
My map says otherwise.
So, I mean, clearly we're inside ruins, inside not ruins, but it just might be nice to ask her. I mean, if my
Well-
future home was being built and some people came in,
Whilst the map and Torsten have a point, I will also say that if this essentially armored servant is packing money away, it was owned by the richest of the rich. And as of now, I am very poor.
Yes, me too.
okay, cool.
I
Is
think
Celicus
that
male or
That clears
female?
that up for me.
Plus, I mean, they were slave masters. It's okay to steal from them.
Well, but
No,
if
they
Samantha's
were-
correct, this is a joint effort by the two peoples.
Oh,
If anything,
However, she's okay with it, and he's okay with it, and so therefore I guess we're all okay with it.
I was okay with it before.
Well, now I'm okay with it.
and if anything, ours, they weren't necessarily slave masters because they thought themselves too rich to be one.
Wait, are we having a moral quandary on whether or not to rob this grave?
I'm not.
Not anymore, because technically it's not a grave. It's not ruins. These are not ruins. That's my point.
Oh,
right.
okay.
The fact that it's
All right.
empty.
What would y'all
and
like to do? It's a
full of
lot of
monsters.
talking outside of this.
That
Has-
was the character.
Have they come
I
back?
thought-
Have the construct come back out yet, or is it still in there?
So I was being a little forgiving for RP purposes.
Okay,
So you could kind of tell me what you could kind of, if you could wait for it to come out, or
I'm suggesting though to see if it moves like on a cycle versus like it has other what's the word I'm thinking of?
Like a patrol.
Yeah, does the NPC have a pat?
And then just stops. It just stays there for a while and then goes to the next one.
But essentially, if it like was given an order and it's constantly just doing some like the same order over and over again.
Like a routine program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you if you want to wait and allow this time to go by. That would take a considerable amount of time to kind of figure out, right? So,
Matt, are there other constructed buildings that it could have previously gone into?
yes.
Do we think it's stashing boxes in every house?
It's hard to know.
Sorry,
Is
that
there
was
a house?
the
Which is why I
Right.
was thinking we should watch and see what it does like for a little bit of time.
Was there a house like right next to us?
Yeah, there's another building you could attempt to go in here.
Yeah, so if we look through like a window, shine some light in.
Okay. You shine the light in here. You can see. Sorry. So in this one, In the main room here, there is a large table of fine wood. And in the center of the table, you can see this gold inlay of 3 concentric circles.
All right. How deep is that inlay?
How deep is the inlay?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to look at, but yeah, it's like I wouldn't say you'd be able to see necessarily how deep it is the way it would, because it'd be flush.
Asking, like, is it worth me trying to carve out the gold
It
from
might be.
it?
Might be. It's only one way to find out.
All right. Well,
So are these circles like they're like one and then like the 2 on the bottom, like a Venn diagram kind of thing?
So they share a center.
So it's like a target.
Like the
Bullseye?
Yeah.
okay, because I was
Like a
like
bullseye, not
imagining
like
it
a
as like
Venn
the Borromean rings. I just looked at what it is. They're like 3 interlocking
Yeah.
circles. So it's more like a bullseye.
Yes.
Okay.
There
I'm drawing a picture.
But there's this. Each one is like about 2 inches. Sorry, the edges of it are like 2 inches thick, where the inlay is, and it's like in a nice, like, beautiful pattern.
Do you all have any qualm with me digging that out?
No, not at all.
As long as you don't make a lot of sound.
I'm gonna just
Like I said, he's good with it. My qualms are all gone.
I'm gonna conjure a dagger and start trying to like pry up the gold.
Okay.
Ours still has his spell ready.
Alright.
Anything jumps out, it's getting blasted.
Okay.
do we want to try to steal the box then?
Yeah,
Because,
Yeah.
all right. I was
So-
I
thinking
want
if
that money.
I slide up there, making noise outside of it, go
So
through the window.
I'm going to cut off, and the reason I'm going to cut off is you hear after the blade goes to table,
Uh-oh.
you hear these metal boots running quickly towards you. So, a few things. One is initiative. Actually, one is not initiative. I'm sorry, because it might not be. One actually is you're going to go to level 2.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
second, therefore, might be initiative. And 3, during that time, we're going to break and coming back. But feel free to roll your initiative when you are ready.
All right.
Justin, I'm just imagining you like pull out the knife, clink, doom, 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 doom.
No
Yeah,
way.
you see the Metal Gear Solid exclamation point pop up.
Alrighty. Let me look at this. Alright, Seleucus and Xanatos, your initiatives did not populate yet. Nope, now I see Seleucus's.
I'm back.
Just need Xanatos coming back here.
I'm back.
Cool. Did you roll initiative?
Level 2.
Mikey, did you get initiative in D&D Beyond?
Oh, oops, sorry about that. It is 10.
Hey, did you guys put my camera?
There we go.
Matthew? Don't touch my shit!
Okay. So,
You stay on your end of the table.
alright. So you come on in here.
Alright, guys, look. I was not expecting to watch an extra dog this week. I apologize for many not being done. Alright, I got 3 of you done. And I don't know anyone's name yet, so...
Yeah, so there might be a few questions here, trying to get everybody's, as she's learning the names
Oh,
to go.
dang it. And I forgot to make myself extra large so that you would know who I was.
Or with the 800-foot wingspan.
You know I had to break off those goddamn wings to fit it in a box?
All right, so we're going to have Alec up first, and then it is Orion.
Which one are you?
Did anybody else have tough decisions to make for level 2? Because I did.
I didn't.
Shit, what do I take?
I know. No, I thought it was going to be difficult, but I was like, nah, this is what it would be.
Yeah, 130. So,
So,
Why? Why is it so big?
Holy crap. This was not in the description.
Guys, I think we're
of this
safe.
person.
I don't think it can get in. I think we're fine in here.
You can
I
easily
thought
get
it
it through
was-
the door.
Look, you said large, I did large. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
I didn't realize it was large sized. But ours as a reaction would blast it.
Okay,
Okay.
which one are you? Are you pokey with the sword and shield, lightning coming out of your hand, or trident? Or big sword?
No, ours is the small one
Use a small one with no weapons.
with the long arms.
Yeah.
Little pale guy with
Yeah.
silver hair? This is you. Okay. You're painted, see? I got one. Oh, God, you can't tell
Yeah.
from the light.
So,
Okay, stick your head out.
okay. So he's there, then line, yeah.
Oh, wait, not you.
Oh, yeah, very nice. There we go. Oh, look at him. There he is.
Hey, what's going on out there?
He's just a little guy.
You know what the problem is? He's like me. He's so goddamn pale at white balances.
Very cool. All right. So then you go ahead, and so you were kind of staying by the door, and then do your attack as a reaction.
Okay. Sorceress Burst. Here we go.
Okay, you ready?
Um,
I don't want to fight.
So yeah, he sees this massive hulking suit of armor with the blue flames coming out, and is like, oh no, and is immediately going to try and blast it. Let's see how how it handles lightning. I'm hoping it's not resistant or immune. We'll see.
Yeah, so coming forth, you realize now it seems to have drawn 2 hilts that lit up in blue flame.
Okay. So ours looks at it, speaks some strange words beneath his breath, and stretches out his hand, and lightning leaps from his shoulder down his arm and then arcs off of his palm to strike against the giant armored thing.
Yeah, you said 16, so it hits.
Alrighty. That is 7 lightning damage.
Very good.
Does it seem to take it super well?
Yeah,
Or
it
does
just goes off. It strikes, blackens some of the form. does seem to interfere with its purpose.
Okay. Good. That was a reaction. That's not his actual turn.
Correct. Now it is Arik's turn. Or Alaric's turn, rather.
So ours is in the doorway.
Yes. That's where they would have had to be to stand guard and be ready with this.
Okay. Can I currently can't see the creature. I can just hear it approaching.
I mean, you can see like the lights of the blue flame coming through. I mean, you can't see the wall, so this is like where we were set up. So,
yeah. My question is, is my line of sight blocked currently? It seems like yes.
I don't know which one he is.
So
Sorry, I'm in the middle, over against the wall with the lightning coming from my hands.
Okay, cool. That's you then.
Ours is considered a small-sized creature, so he wouldn't block the door.
Yeah, I was thinking you could pop your head over him and look.
So where do they have to be to get a line of sight?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you stand here and look out, you can see him coming.
Yeah, we're gonna call that half cover for
Yes.
it.
Okay.
And water not allowed you.
I just want to clarify that from where I was, I couldn't see it because I'm just gonna hold my action and not move closer.
Okay, I'll put
Okay.
you back.
You got it.
For the record, if anyone wants to move closer, that's where you have to be.
Okay. I am going to charge up lightning in my hands.
Look, it's already ready.
Yep, there it is. And I am holding a witch bolt for when I have line of sight on this creature.
Nice. Then Orion.
So there's no windows out of here, or that back like circle area. That's not something we can get out.
That is some stairs upwards.
Got it. All right.
We usually have an overhead, but some dumbass hasn't bought my cord yet that I need to replug in my overhead camera.
Gotcha.
I don't know who that could be.
All right. How far are we from the other house? How far are we from the other house?
So this should be 60 feet.
All right. So I'm gonna run up and past ours. I know I can only go 25 because I have a level of exhaustion.
Okay, cool. Which one are you?
Oh, I apologize. I'm the one with the shield and sword that is in the looks like the bottom right there.
You're right here. Okay, so
Yes.
25. You want to get out the door?
Yes.
That's all you're going to get with 25, buddy.
All right. And then I'm gonna look up at the thing, and then which way is the house? Is it behind where the thing is?
Which way is the house, Matt? Because I didn't make another house. You tell me.
Yeah, so it would be towards and past the individual there.
All
Hey,
right.
Orion.
Yep.
It says on D&D Beyond that you're only level 1 right now.
Ruh-roh.
Well, I'm level 2.
Level 2.
Yeah. As long as yours says it, because sometimes it has to refresh.
I got to
Yeah.
put out the mini art department sign. This is just a message from mini art department.
I'm going to yell to the others. I'm like, distracted. I'll get the box, and I'm gonna use my action to dash, and I'm gonna run on the opposite side of the creature, but try not to provoke an opportunity
So
attack.
another 25.
Yes.
So that is the length of the road. Like that's the width of the road. So you have to kind of go in and past.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go past.
So you'd provoke up.
Okay.
No, actually he wouldn't, because he only has 25, right?
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're right behind his ass. You're not out of his range.
So you'd be there.
Exhaustion's helping you for once.
I know. Isn't that crazy? And then bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Good move.
Okay.
I got everybody right. There we go.
Very good. And now ours, it is your turn.
Okay, so in that case, ours is going to blast it again with another Sorcerous Burst. More lightning springs from his hands, a massive spark. That's a 24 to hit.
Woo!
Nice, 24 hits.
Okay.
And we're doing pretty good. That's another 5 lightning damage as it strikes against the creature's plate.
Nice.
I'm just putting up fake walls so you know where the next house is.
Very good. Another blackened area on the armor. Very good.
And feeling a little too exposed, he is going to run back and take cover in the room, playing a little game
How much movement you got?
with him. So, yeah. He's going to try and get as far
What's
away
your
as he
movement?
can. He has 30 feet of movement.
Okay, so 25, 30, you can hide behind a human meat shield.
Perks of being small, too. So would that make him 3/4 cover? Since ours is able to hide is so much smaller?
I mean, from where they are, it just depends.
Okay.
I'm just setting up a fake house on that side so you know where you're going. Alright, cool.
All right, is that it?
Yes, that's my turn.
Perfect. So, in that case, Calder.
Seeing Obi run out, I'm like, where the fuck is he going? And resummon. So you see the dagger that I had summoned kind of disappear, and then the greatsword reappear. And as I'm walking towards the entrance, 30 feet
So you're Mr.
of movement.
Redcoat?
Yeah. This new kind of like word escapes my lips as I'm like bracing myself. And I say Supora, and you see just like a kind of like mist form around me as I cast False Life with my new invocation. And when I do it like this, I just get the max, so I'll get 12 temp HP.
I didn't know that was you, Jonathan, because it wasn't neon.
I had somebody else do my colors for me this time. An artist. I was like, hey, do me a favor. Do your art thing and make this look good.
So you became a redcoat. Got it.
That's my turn.
You got it. All right. Now the enormous figure looks behind it to see Orion. And it comes down with a sword. Oh, for 12.
Miss.
And then an 8. So dodging left and right.
Breaking this creature's ankles.
All right. Very good. Then Celicus.
Okie dokie. With my 30 feet, am I able to get out and in front of Calder?
You're barely able to, but yes, you were 5 ahead of him.
Okay.
Technically, you have flanking, if this dude can be flanked.
Can be.
Yay!
What are the flanking rules again?
So if you're perfectly on the other side, like in a nice parallel line, basically, in a parallel line, but in a straight line with each other.
But it depends on whether. Oh, thank you for ordering my cable, you dumbass.
What are the benefits of it, though?
You get advantage.
Oh, nice.
Unless 2024 has changed that. No? Good. You get
Well,
advantage.
DMG comes out in a few weeks.
You know what? Fuck you! You get advantage.
Who knows?
This is why nobody likes you.
How many?
Go ahead, Celicus.
Armed with flail and shield, I'm going to take a thwack at its leg. flanking advantage. 13.
Ooh, that will spark and do nothing against the armor.
Okay. Ding. That is it.
All right. Then Xanatos.
All right, I would like to see how far with 25 feet I can get out, because like it's like a death bottleneck here.
Okay, well, either your big sword or your
Yeah,
dragon.
I'm big sword. Yeah.
That's what I thought. You're badass grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. 5, 10, 15.
Oh no, you're bad, Grandpa.
You can get just to the door because you don't have enough to get through a friendly.
Okay. Then actually, I'll stay. Yeah, I'll stay right there, and I'll, I guess, I don't know, like ready in action in case this guy like turns around and comes closer and hit, because I don't think I can do much.
Okay.
Do I have line of sight? I don't have line of sight. Never mind.
If you need line of sight, you could take a step to the.
Yeah, you could have it with 3/4 cover. Or half cover, actually. I'm sorry, half cover.
Okay, then with line of sight, I'll do. I'll do just see what happens. I don't know if this will do anything, but we'll do Toll of the Dead.
Nice.
Oops, I was wrong. Whoops, that's the wrong button.
I'm
That
not
doesn't care
tired
about
yet.
cover.
I figured why it's not focusing because they're all gray.
Yeah. All right, it will fail its wisdom
I'm not
save.
tired, y'all.
Nice.
Cool.
D12.
It was
Wait,
1 point.
yeah, 'cause it's
It
been
was
damaged.
1, right?
Yeah, it was 1.
Oh,
But it's a
One necrotic.
1d8, but it got 1, so at least it's a cantrip. So
everything adds up in the end.
So it would technically be a D12, I believe, right? Because it's against injured creatures. It's D12.
Yes.
oh, is it?
Yep. If it's already.
It is. That's right. Okay, let me
Roll the D12.
Please don't get another one.
Hey, I'll take that. 8.
8. Alright.
And and yeah, that'll be my turn. I can't really do bonus action.
Okay. And Torsten.
Hi, art department.
Hey, you're Trident. I should have known.
I am Trident. I have 30 feet of movement. Can I get past all of my allies and up to the creature?
You can get here
Okay, that'll work.
because Jonathan's in the goddamn way.
But does allies?
Sorry
None is
for
difficult terrain
chasing my
anymore?
brother.
Yes.
Allies are. You can get past your ally, but it takes twice the movement.
So I don't think they do not count as difficult anymore.
Oh, they don't? Fuck yeah, you're right up on them then. Because Jonathan ain't 5 feet. That sounded wrong.
Then I am going to hit it with my trident.
All right.
I'm going to attempt to hit it with my trident. We'll see what the dice decide. 14 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. I don't think this thing's failing a strength save though.
It's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And let's find out, John.
And it is currently considered non-magical.
Correct, it's non-magical damage.
Why you gotta be like that, Matt? Why you gotta make him feel bad about his non-magical damage?
As you see, that doesn't do quite as much damage as you'd like it to.
How do you know?
That it
Maybe
does
he
strength
wants to do
save?
less.
Yep.
Yeah,
for
strength
top.
save for
Yeah,
top.
dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Got it.
You didn't have to make him feel bad about it.
Alaric.
That's my job.
Why don't I have a magic item, Matt?
Scheisse, they all ran for the door. and the lightning building in my hands, I alter the course of it, and it just goes carves up along the wall and away from everyone that just ran through the portal I was aiming at. I don't think I'm getting that magic back.
Quick question. How much damage does that do, and how much damage can these walls take, Matt?
It's true. It doesn't destroy the walls, but it carves a deep problem in them, which, incidentally, go do this.
Thank you. I sometimes
Oh,
help, but I
you
usually
hear
don't.
sounds of armor from the distance now.
Yep. I don't know much, but I know something.
You know, I'm glad I made the choice I made, because I effectively doubled my HP with that invocation.
Continue, Alec.
Do I remember there being windows on the
Nope.
second floor?
Do you see any goddamn windows?
I don't even see a second floor.
Well,
I just
yeah.
know that there were stairs.
You're not windows, no.
Yep, good to know. So my hawk got a 21 on their initiative, so I'm just gonna throw them with mine. Is that cool?
Yeah.
No, you didn't tell me you needed a hawk, you dumbass. Now I gotta go that one.
So I'm going to use my movement to where I can get line of sight over down in the bottom corner through the
Okay.
doorway, hopefully.
Yeah.
And while I move over there, Blitz is going to take off and fly through the archway over onto the shoulder of this massive creature to give the help action. It's like, if first you don't succeed, and I'm going to again try to cast the Witch Bolt at advantage.
Okay.
With a 23.
That hits.
All right, so it's going to take 2d12 lightning.
Nice.
Which is 9 lightning, and I'm just holding. So this arc of energy just connects with this creature and is now connecting the two of us as I hold concentration on it.
Perfect.
Where's the hawk?
So the hawk is within 5 feet of this, and I'm down in the bottom corner so that I can have line of sight.
Okay. And for the record, you didn't tell me you needed a hawk. I can't find my hawk, so you get a parrot.
Hooray!
Like it.
Cool. Then Orion.
All right. I'm gonna put my sword away. I'm gonna hold my shield up over my head, and I'm gonna start running and then dash for the other door for the other building. So that'll be 50 feet total.
All right, so it will try to take its op here.
No, you can't catch
Only for a 7.
I'm the gingerbread man.
So
When I do get into the
You are
building, though,
in the door with your
can I see the chest now in front of us?
okay, so you've got your light there.
Yep, my shield.
Yeah, with your shield there.
I'm gonna laugh so
Um,
hard if this treasure is nothing.
So I think, yeah, from where this was, you can just see where it looks like it was being pushed inside of like a hole that was made in the wall, and there is a 6-inch stone, beginning of a stone wall that was like connecting. That seemed has now been risen up, like it was trying to seal it in the wall.
Got it.
Okay,
And that'll be my turn.
Ours.
Yo.
It's your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. If I were to use my 30 feet of movement, would it be possible for me to squeeze just behind the side of Calder through the doorway?
Yeah. You want me on this side or this? You have no fault.
I want to be far away from the armor. So
So you want to like squeeze over here?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, you can.
Here we go.
Awesome.
Because you could be on either 3 sides of them with what you got.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm just gonna do the same thing because it seems to be working out pretty well. Ours is see sparks shoot from his hands, and he puts them together and shoot. They shoot between his fingertips. He speaks a celestial word. And he shoves his hands away from himself out towards the armor, and his eyes, which are normally a pale gold, kind of shoot with an electric blue hue. And the light blue electricity would shoot out, arcing from his hands once again to attempt to put this thing down.
Very cool.
Oh, wait. Flanking rules. Do I get advantage?
No, only if you're one of the ones flanking.
Oh, okay.
You
Let's
have to
see.
be in between you guys.
I thought flanking was also for melee attacks only. Also.
I don't know.
Ultimately, yeah.
All right. So, before he does that, R's going to use his innate magic feature, which is part and parcel of the 2024 sorcerer. The first time. So, you watch as he starts to burn with this kind of pale golden glow, and this strong magical presence comes from him as he starts to draw on his more inner reserves, kind of transforming almost as a halo of light appears behind him. And it causes the electric blue lightning to fade to a more golden color.
Nice.
So do that, and that gives his spell attack rolls advantage. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. And-
Dang. All right, a 9.
okay. Cool. And so you already had rolled your first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So all good with new character who does in the future. That does have to be done beforehand.
Oh, okay.
New character who did?
Exactly. Totally cool. And then when you go to Calder,
Okay. If I can get around to flank, I will do so.
We're gonna play the flanking game.
You know that's my shtick.
Oh, good. You can get all the way over so that the next person can flank too.
Sweet.
You're flanking.
I'm gonna try to hit him with my greatsword.
let's go.
2 14s on the die for 19.
Okay, that hits.
Sadness. That'll be 8 radiant damage, cause Pat's weapon, baby.
Nice. All right,
Um,
burns through and does damage. Even the fire begins to spark a bit.
No bonus. I'm good.
Okay. So
You've got 3 people to choose from.
absolutely. Okay. So then this will go towards Calder as the fiery sword starts coming right towards you for a 17.
Yep.
Okay. As this hits, it is cold.
Bro.
Begins frosting. The first bit of it will do 6 slashing damage.
Is Calder within 5 feet of me?
No, I'm on the other side.
Nope. He's the
Okay.
biggest dude you've ever seen.
1 cold damage. And this cold like penetrates your bones. I need a charisma saving throw.
14.
Okay. Some odd, as if it's trying to freeze your whole body in a moment, but you are able to resist it. And then it will strike out again. This time only for 14.
It just misses.
All right. Celicus.
It tried to do something freaky with me.
I have an important question for Celic, that might affect Celicus's turn. Can you flank with a familiar?
So yes.
So, because my familiar is over there within 5 feet of this guy. I don't know if we can apply flanking rules with that.
So the only thing would they be on the ground, or would you have them flying around the?
They're up in the air by its face.
Yeah, so they'd be in the air, so you couldn't flank with something in the air.
Okay.
Unless you can fly.
Right, you have to.
It is that big of a creature.
You can't do 3D chess diagonally ground to
Diagonal
We're all in
corners.
the air.
Tell you what, you go make a 3D chessboard and we'll talk.
All right, go ahead, Celicus.
Okay. I will go to attack again with the flail. I don't get flanking, but that's okay. I'm going to make a good attempt.
I mean,
But it
if
is
you want
a two.
advantage. There's an advantage in chat.
Too late. I already rolled.
Man, if only we were human, then you'd have a heroic inspiration.
I had inspiration, but I used it.
All right, anything else, Celicus?
The person that's next to me, that is you, Bobby, right?
It's me.
Just making sure, so I know who's getting attacked next to me. That's it. I made an attempt. Throw this
Xanatos.
dice away.
Alright, I want to get as close to this guy as I possibly can. And if I can flank, awesome. If not, no worries.
You got 30?
25.
Tiny legs.
Yep.
Hired legs.
Is that a
Now
flanking?
you got it.
Cool. Alright. And then, is that flanking?
Yes. Because
Cool.
you're across from Draggy Board.
Awesome. Alright. Now I'm gonna roll for the Great Sword.
I promise I will eventually
Ooh.
learn everyone's names.
Oof.
No worries. Ah, that doesn't work. Does a 10 hit?
It does not.
That's
Just
not figured.
bounces off the well-crafted armor.
Yeah, Xandos comes in, angry that I was stuck in the building, and gets so angry inside it, but just misses and scrapes along. I can't do my bonus action. And sadly, that's it.
All right, then Torsten.
I'm gonna attack it with my normal trident.
Hey, Bobby, don't forget advantage.
Thanks, art department,
You're welcome.
because that gave me a natural 20.
You too. There
Okay,
you go.
so, Torsten, you hit this, and as you're going to swing, it's like you can see where it appears the pieces of the sum are all tied together, and you are able to redirect your swing and hit precisely there, and the whole thing explodes apart. And I need everyone within 5 feet to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Here's this awesome thing. Now do a saving throw.
Hey,
17.
take it away.
Sorry, I was being snarky. What kind of saving throw?
Dexterity.
Not
Oh, my
one.
favorite.
No, guys, come on.
Blitz got a 19.
Okay.
Oh, 11.
Okay. So that's Torsten and Xanatos. Fails, which DC was 12. There's going to be 3 bludgeoning damage.
So heavy armor master. So I think 1.
Nice.
Nice.
It takes 2 away. Which is
And I got the same thing. So
There you go.
Go, let me get the. Bye, guys. Whee!
All right. So
so
now
Matt,
you can go ahead and put them at the beginning of the round. They're just going to come around a new one's coming around the corner because of the damaged wall. Aha!
that was going to be my question.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now I'm going to use my movement to engage this guy. And I'll hold off there.
Very cool.
Coming around the mountain.
Luke, give me character's name so I can start saying it one way instead of 3 ways.
Alaric.
Alaric, it's your turn.
Dumbass, it's your turn.
So my other big spell immediately dissipates as well. Oh, we're having trouble. We're struggling today. And, I've got a. I don't know that one's. I don't know what that one's there, but I'm gonna go and use my movement to peek outside. So I was. Maybe the movement's the same. I don't know. Hopefully it's enough for me to look outside. Do I see and see this creature coming?
Ooh. You can see parts of it, yeah.
Okay. So Blitz is going to use their movement, which I want to make sure I get right. It's 60 feet. And give me the help action as it goes over. It's like, oh, I'm already tired. And I charge my hands with a little bit less lightning this time, as I shocking grasp this thing through Blitz
Oh, nice.
at advantage. Which is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And it's going to take 4 lightning damage. And now can't take reactions.
Opportunity attacks.
Oh yeah, opportunity attacks. That's right. Not all reactions, just op attacks.
Yes.
And the other one exploded, so I'm gonna back up a little bit if I still have movement.
Oh, that's all you got. You got your head sticking out a window like an idiot.
Okay.
Live with it.
Very good. Orion.
All right. How far from where I am at the door am I to the chest?
How far, Matt?
I'd be 30 feet to the wall, yeah.
So I'll be 5 feet short. Okay.
Okay,
Unless
it's
the
not
box
within
isn't in
5
the
feet.
wall.
Oh, it is. It's what he asked. It is. It's put into the wall.
Oh, gee.
All right. So I guess I'm going to use my the dash action just to go the extra 5 feet, so I could kind of look at the wall and see if I don't know, like as a free action, can I just kind of shake the chest to see how heavy it is?
Sure. I'll let you, because I want to give you a little more here. So it's like 5 foot. So you're able to get there. Yeah. So the chest seems to be the perfect size for the hole. So
Yep.
you do see that little 6 inches is going to block it fairly effectively. But you're lifting up. It is a fair amount of weight to it.
Matt, I'm gonna need you to stop making size jokes.
All right. And does it feel like something I could pull out, or does it feel like that thing probably is, because I'm not strong?
You are average. You are above average strength. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
You really had to say pull out after I said size jokes?
Oh,
I just joked.
okay, Archie. All right, so you're pulling here, and your biggest issue is actually the brick that you'd have to break, like the rock in front of it.
Okay.
So it's not so much the weight of this; it's the fact that the it looked like it was about to encase this in a wall, and only got 6 inches up. So you'd have to pull it. So
All right.
that's your issue right now.
All right, is it locked that I can see?
It is not currently locked, but does not have enough room to fully open.
Okay, so either way, I got to pull this thing out in order to.
Likely, yeah.
Okay, I will come up with something for the next round.
All right. Ours.
Alrighty. Well, so ours is going to move back away from the armor. I keep trying to think of what to call it, and I'm like, yeah. So he's still got his innate sorcery. He's got a golden lightning shooting from his fingertips, flickering, and he's just kind of welled up with this supernatural power. And he is once again going to try and blast the armor, shooting out his innate lightning.
Got it.
Alright. So that's a 24 to hit.
Nice.
And that is 6 lightning damage.
Very good. So it burn and arc. You can see the lightning streaks. Anything else?
No.
Right. Then Calder.
All right. How far from it am I? Looks like more than 30.
55.
Okay, I'll move up my 30. Calling out Supora again to just top off my temp HP. We're fake healing over here.
Hey man, if it keeps you alive, it keeps you alive.
Yep. That's my turn.
Okay, so Torsten, they're coming at you with the fiery blade for a natural 20.
Why?
Cool. I love D&D.
You know, Bobby, someday you're not gonna die like second session.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 18 slashing damage.
Today is not that day.
Beat me to it.
He does have heavy armor, Master, though.
With 16 slashing damage.
And then 8 cold damage.
Oh, never mind.
Just keep going.
Actually, ours is going to use his reaction to cast Silvery Barbs to force it to reroll.
There you go.
So
It
I am going
smells-
to. Listen. This is what we're going to do. You're going to use it in a second because I've rolled damage. I have to call it there. But I rolled both of the attack die at once. It got a natural 20 on the second one too.
Oh,
So you are still going to cancel a crit. So I'm going to give you that one, but this one is going to stay. That is just one of those things. We can't wait to see how bad it is before we do those. But that's all good. So, Bobby, give me a charisma saving throw.
Matt, I'm pretty sure a 6 saves, right?
Wait, so I can't Silvery Barbs the attack?
I'm giving you the second one. That also critted.
Wait, hold on. So it rolled with advantage and it got 2 nat 20s.
No.
It didn't
No,
roll
no,
with
no.
advantage.
He rolled both the attacks at the same time to speed up his rolling.
gets to do
Okay.
attacks.
And because I
Alright.
need you to call that out before I give the damage, I'm just basically you're still doing what you would basically be able to do. So I'm just kind of giving this as a thing to go, hey, make sure you
Alright.
please do that before we find out like how bad the hit is. Like when I say natural 20, that's a great time to shadow silvery barb is what I'm saying. It's more just learning how we need to play together or to make it the most effective. So you're still doing the cool things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably between life and death, you're saving him from death.
Well, okay, so it still gets its nat 20, but I suppose I'll give. Who was it that was trying to shoot out the witch bolt
To
earlier?
be clear, you're killing the other nat 20 still. You're still
Yeah, I
canceling
know.
a nat 20.
It was a
Okay, so
lot.
I
And in
think I'll
fact,
give.
that's going to miss. So you just saved his life.
I'll give Calder advantage.
Okay.
So he bumps.
Okay.
Bobby, please don't die.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was a banishing smite.
All right. Moving on.
Oh my god, can you imagine? So
there.
that you can't heal them?
Celicus.
You all look evil.
Am I able to get up behind Bobby's character?
What do you got? 30?
Torsten.
You have 30?
Yes.
Then yeah, you can get rid of Bobby because you guys were right next to each other last time. I'm gonna move the bird just so it's not now you guys. I don't think anyone cares, but I'm still moving the bird.
I care.
You know what? Go care somewhere else.
Care on your own time.
Yeah.
Torsten bonus action. Let's do. Let's do most of them. Electricity kind of like jolts through your body, and bzz, you have 6 more
And he kills
HP.
you because he just shocking grasped.
Okay.
Oh dang it! I can't say that
It's
word.
the defibrillator.
Thank you. That's the word I can't say.
I got you.
Was that lay on hands?
Yes.
Yeah,
Very nice.
the defibrillator lay on
Defibrillator.
hands. And then this counts as a creature, correct?
This is a creature. Indeed.
Okay.
Maybe
Then
an object in a second. When we turn it into a corpse.
Celicus is going to oh wait, no, this is a bonus action spell. Darn it!
Oh!
Curses!
No, that was the witch's game.
Then am I able to drop my flail and then throw my trident for as an action?
Why does everyone have
Yeah.
to try it?
Okay, then I'm going to do that. I drop my flail, I heft up my trident, and I throw it at its chest.
Art department, because Trident has topple, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Valid.
No, it's no matter.
Oh, and it sparks off of the chest.
I'm gonna refer to the board again. Use your inspiration or die.
You haven't made a single hit. Okay.
Oh.
Well, at least I healed Torsten. That's something.
Very good. Then Xanatos.
All right, I'll try to get as close as I can with 25 feet. All right. And then I'll do. Has this thing lost hit points yet? I don't know if it has.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then I will do Toll of the Dead again.
Very good. So wisdom save on it. That is a 15.
Where's that 12? Okay.
He sure is pretty, but he's not very wise.
Where? Sorry, like I cannot find my dice right now. These dice suck. No, I'm rolling the wrong thing.
That's okay. You just need more dice. That means.
No. That. I don't like this game anymore.
You got a 1. I saw it. Oh no.
I don't want to play.
You also rolled the wrong damage dice again.
God dang it, man! I hate this game so much.
Roll the d12.
That's why it's getting a 1 though, because it knows it's the wrong
Okay.
dice.
Okay, D12. All right. 8. I got it's same thing happened. Okay.
The dice are trying to tell you you had the wrong one.
Okay.
Oh man, that's funny.
And then. Yep, that's it.
You got it. Then Torsten.
Guys, we got to get out of here. That really hurts. I don't think any of you can take that hurt. You got to go back.
How beat up is it looking? It's got all these black spots on it, right? Is it slowing down at all?
It still looks pretty good.
Still looks
Alright.
like it needs an at 20 to blow up.
Maybe if someone wasn't worried about a stupid chest, we'd be doing better.
This whole thing is about the chest, I thought. Fall back, guys.
Very cool. And is
If we
Torsten going to
destroy
move
it-
away?
If we kill it, we'll be able to sell its body. Oh, that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. If we kill it, we'll be able to sell its remains.
Did you ask a question?
R says this, kind of eyeing the jewels encrusted into the great creature's armor.
You don't even have armor. If it hits you, you're done.
That's why it's not going to hit me.
Right.
Very cool.
Are you moving away?
All right.
Just if I'm moving away,
Yes.
attack of opportunity. If I
Um,
move, right?
Are you attacking them? Or are
No.
you disengaging? What are you doing?
All
Oh, I
right.
can disengage, but I'm running.
Yeah, so just engage and run it away. Go,
I
we
am
got to get
running
out of
away.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Engage. 30 feet
Very
away.
cool. And then you could give me a charisma save again.
Why?
We're good, Matt. You just keep going.
Okay.
Why?
Alaric.
Yeah, he watches Torsten just like run past, and he's looking real tired. He's like leaning against the door frame here, and he's like, "Oh, are we running? Okay." And he holds up his hand, and he is going to. This is not going to be with the help action, and. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And he's going to casting through Blitz with Blitz's reaction to shocking grasp it, and it's
Nice.
going to take the. I have to make sure it's a D8. Okay. So it takes 7 lightning.
Nice.
And then my Blitz is going to use its movement to come back to me. And we're both going to follow after Torsten down the hallway away.
And you have how much?
60.
60. No, you, not the bird.
Oh, me, I have 30.
I knew the bird could get back to you.
Very cool. Then Orion.
All right. handles on the side or the front of the chest?
Yeah, on the side of it.
All right, I'm going to grab the side of the handles. I'm going to get on the ground, put my legs against the wall, and I'm going to try to wrench the chest right through the blocks.
To be fair, that's how I move everything.
Yeah, give me athletics check.
All right. Is there any advantage in the chat?
There's
There is an advantage.
All right, I'm going to do it with advantage then.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty
Yeah,
20.
Yeah. You wrench it free. It breaks some of the brick. A little bit of the chest itself is damaged, but not broken as you take it with you.
All right. Easy enough that I can carry it?
You can carry it, yeah.
All right. I'm going to go the 25 feet I have to the door.
Very nice. Then ours.
All right, so golden lightning energy is still shooting from his hands and building up along his arms. And he is going to kind of hold his hands to his chest, kind of like cross his arms as kind of X, as he's going to like kind of dig deeper into himself to try and pull out a larger amount of magic. And then his eyes shooting with lightning, he's going to look up, push both of his hands forwards, and create a much larger sustained arc of lightning at the creature. This
Nice.
is a Witch Bolt.
Yes.
I love your description.
Good thing he has advantage on spell attack rolls. This is a dirty 20 to hit.
Guys, come on.
Okay, that hits.
Alrighty, so it latches onto him, shoots into his chest, and that is going to be 20 lightning damage.
Ooh, very nice.
This magical energy surging from him, creating this giant lightning tether between him and the monster.
All right, now the marks on that, and he looks very hurt.
And then, in addition to that, I think I'm going to use my bonus action to use Font of Magic. And he is going to, digging deep into himself still, messing around with his innate magic, he is going to transform his 2 unexpended sorcery points into another first level spell slot.
Okay.
There, so he's still got 1 left. Yeah, that's his turn.
Got it.
Well, actually, how far away is he exactly?
40.
Okay, well, he's going to move back to no, he's going to stay where he is. Okay.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's going to try and actually get behind Calder, and in front of whoever it is that's behind him, just in front of the door. There, kind of, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Now I am his turn.
Got it. Then, Calder.
Running forward. I think Torsten got the ick. That's why he's running. And swing my sword. 21 for sadness. 9 radiant.
Got it.
What? What do you need?
That's it.
You're not coming over here. What do you need? No.
All right.
No.
Cool. Then the blades come towards Calder.
Nothing over there for you.
Okay, that is a natural 20.
Go. Now,
Okay, so ours is going to use silvery barbs again
No.
on that.
Very good.
Where you start rolling damage, yeah.
Get out.
You got it.
Go.
And don't forget, Calder, you still actually have advantage from earlier with the silvery barbs. Did you factor that in
Shit.
whenever you...
No. Okay, let me just roll again to see if I crit. Because it's on the next D20 test you did. Okay. No crit.
Okay.
Okay.
Did that-
Well,
All right.
Thank you.
So
then we
that
get the-
silvery barbs turned it to 11 for a
Which
miss.
misses. Let's go.
And then a 21.
That hits.
Hey man, one hit is better than two.
It is.
Very good. That is 9 slashing damage. As
Is Calder within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Yes.
So, as like these two swords come down, a shield comes up from above your head.
Oh.
Interception.
All right. What happens?
I take away 8 damage.
Okay. So that's 1 there, and then 2 cold.
Total. And then charisma save, right?
Yes.
17.
Very good. Freeze moves through you. And then we go to Celicus.
I got to use my new feature.
Who got the advantage from that second silvery barbs?
Ours, would you get the advantage to from the second silvery barbs?
I gave it back to Calder.
Cool.
Again, since he's engaging it.
I pull my shield back. I pick up my flail that I dropped on the ground. And now I'm going to attempt to hit it.
I'm assuming you're gonna go for flanking.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Celicus, you run into something.
What do I run into?
Give me a we'll do a deck save here.
Y'all should stop listening to me when I try to help. you. Today.
Is there drag marks near? Gosh.
18.
18. Okay. Like so essentially you run into this and it's like hard, there's some armor there and but you just push off so you're actually just take half of 5, so 2 bludgeoning damage. And it feels like a body that then you run into, then it falls.
What?
What does it look like?
Nothing, you don't see anything.
I ran into something invisible? It's like I run into it. There's this big hulking creature behind me. I'm like, okay. And then I kind of just turn around to buck it in the back.
All right. You attack the big fella.
What's the flail mastery?
Sap. 17! Finally.
That hits, yes.
Okay. So, I still have my bonus action. So I am going to pump a divine smite into this. So the regular bludgeoning is a 10,
Nice.
and the divine smite is a 12.
Nice.
How do you want to destroy this thing?
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I imagine Celicus's flail to have like 3 chains instead of 1, with like little small like diamond shape metal pieces for the bludgeoning part, and he just reels back and lashes like across its back, and it just hits in just the right points where all of those little tiny screws are, and they just shatter, and it just kind of falls apart.
Amazing.
Of broken
Sword
metal.
pieces. Enchantment destroyed. Anything else?
Calder, I think I just bumped into something invisible.
And this is going. We're gonna stick in this for now. Xanatos.
So the link, the witch bolt link, would break as it dies.
Yes. There's no more enemies that you can see
But we're still on initiative.
for now. Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to say I hate you. All right. Okay.
So glad someone else does it home now.
Would Xanatos have seen Celicus bump into something? Would Xanatos have seen this?
Yeah, he's got line of sight.
See, and plus she's yelling, or he's yelling.
Okay. Then I want to go over to where Celicus bumped into this thing.
Well, you don't have enough movement to, but
I hate this game. Okay.
Look, Matt told me I'm no longer allowed to be nice when I move characters.
Let's see. You know what? All right, let's do this. I will use Mage Hand in the general area of this thing to see if push up dust to see if dust will cover it, if that makes sense. I want to make this invisible thing visible.
Yeah, you start to put dust on this kind of vaguely humanoid form.
Somebody
Cool.
must
So
have
now
taken the power.
everyone can see it, right? Okay. So are we able to tell what it is now that it's covered in?
It looks like some type of creature, humanoidish.
Okay. All right, and then
So someone using their action could do some type of further thing, but
yeah, I'll just point out all right, we got something here.
That was
No
close.
one, we're not done yet, and just stay there because that's my action. So and that's my turn.
Torsten.
I'm still running.
Torsten's just
I am making my way out. That guy's too big. And I'm sure he's not the only one, so I am just keep going.
You're gonna dash the whole way?
Yeah.
Just go.
I'm still shouting, guys, we gotta go. There's more of them.
Yeah. Alec.
Alexa, I'm not talking to you. Sorry. Sorry.
Torsten, you're running off into the what if they're that way? You should run back this way.
There's no construction going on this way.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Guys, Torsten just ran off.
We got the ick.
Not our problem. We fought this thing for the treasure. Now let's get the treasure.
Don't know what that means. And I. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna move towards everyone else just 10 feet with the invisible creature and lean against the wall. And my eyes go blank, and Blitz takes off after Torsten with my eyesight and hearing.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so they're just staying next to them?
Yes.
Okay. Ryan.
All right. Carrying the box. I'm going to come around the corner. And I'm just going to move my 25 feet. And I'll move toward Alaric and not realizing, hey, I didn't see what you just did. So I don't realize that you can't hear or see me. And I'm going to be like, hey, I got the box you hired us for. What are we doing?
Actively ignoring you.
Jesus Christ. And then I'll yell down to my brother, Cal, I got it. Let's get out of here.
Ours would look back at Orion and give like a small smile. Says, "Good job, Orion. The creature fell. I think we could probably sell its jewel encrusted remains as well. See if we can get it as well."
All right. Well, are we leaving? I see Tristan. Torsten's already down the hall here.
He's freaking out.
He got the ick from the fire.
Indeed.
There's some kind of invisible creature.
All right. So, anything else, Orion?
Is Torsten within 30 feet of me?
Okay. Our department?
9.
No.
Not if I
All right.
dash, I'm at 60, so.
No, because you were right. You were on count, but no, I don't think so. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh, nope. All right. Well, I'll use my dash then to get all the way up to Alaric, and that's when I'll probably realize that his eyes are blank as I'm holding the chest.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Cool. Then ours.
Okay, so ours, is satisfied that Orion has the chest, although he is a bit worried that because his thoughts right now are it's not a creature, it's another person, and they're probably going to try and steal the treasure from us because he's a little bit paranoid like that, and he doesn't like this place, but he wants money, so he's going to go down beside Calder and the others. And he's going to start trying to fit what he can of the fallen armored creature into his backpack.
Okay.
Who's
Sure.
doing this? I'm sorry.
Ours.
Ours. I got myself. all
Okay. So you start moving through, trying to grab the pieces and parts here.
He's trying to loot it, yeah.
Very cool. Then Calder.
Obi, run after Torsten. He got the ick, the fire. It did something weird. I was able to shake it off. I don't think he did. I'm gonna try to hit this invisible thing. I'm gonna try and hit the invisible creature-esque thing. I
Okay.
still have advantage, so I guess it's just
Okay. To be clear, it hasn't moved.
but it's a humanoid.
Mhm.
Okay. You telling me that makes me feel like hitting it's not the right thing to do. So I'm gonna,
Anyways.
if there's like a head, I'm gonna try to see if there's like a helmet I can pull off or something, or a cloak that's covering it, or I'll set my blade down and try and.
Okay. So you set your blade down and yeah, you move like armor and there's flesh.
So there's not like a helmet or something I can take off, or I'm just trying to basically find a way to like de-invisible this thing, because maybe it's like it's equipment that's making it invisible.
I mean, yeah, you start to take stuff off. You can start to maneuver clothes in the best you can.
Okay. Does it reveal anything, or I just have? Are the pieces staying invisible as I'm taking it off?
So I'd say using your action here,
Yeah.
you take these pieces off and you're holding items of Torsten's.
That's kind of trippy.
What? Wait. We've done this dance before. Okay. So, like, is it like an actual items, or like, does it just look like an item?
This, has weight to it. It feels like Torsten's stuff.
Oh my god!
It looks like Torsten's stuff.
I think this is Torsten's.
Torsten just ran off in the opposite direction.
past that for my action, and then I'll have a relevant bonus action. So
Okay. Celicus. Molly.
You're muted.
Oh, I was like, boy, wouldn't it be great if I took if I took something that dispelled magic, but I didn't. Actually, I don't get it. Actually, but still,
I was like,
that's.
it's a bit early to get the spell magic.
I actually think that's next level. I get it from my subclass, but
Oh,
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I tell you,
But,
this is Torsten stuff.
I'm going to kind of like like put my hand on where the head is and be like, if you are Torsten, move.
There's no movement.
Is he frozen? It did cold damage, right?
Hmm.
The armor did cold damage.
What would you like? if you're trying to make some type of investigatory, is that what you want to try to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to put an action into you. I just tried to get what you're trying. Okay. So, you want to do investigation or medicine?
I will probably do I feel like it's the investigation, even though I feel like Celicus would want to do it from a medical standpoint. He can't see anything, so I think it would be investigation for him.
Okay.
What's up with the spooky music, DM? There's no reason for that, is there?
Oh wow, it's a natural one.
What do you mean by immersive ambient noise? Yeah. Anything else, Celicus?
I don't think this could be Torsten.
Xanatos.
All right. Would an investigation check count as an action before you do anything?
So yeah. So the 2024 rules make it very clear that to do these things, they are actions.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we're going to press the red button. I'm going to go over and I'm going to stab this thing with my sword.
Okay. Give me an attack
So
roll with advantage.
If it's prone, isn't it like an automatic crit?
If it hits.
But it's invisible, so it's disadvantage, right?
Oh, it's flat roll.
Flat roll. Okay, gotcha. All right. I swear to God. Okay. All right, 17.
Okay, you come down, and it sparks against like some armor that wasn't quite removed.
It missed on a 17?
Yeah.
Must be Torsten stuff, yeah.
Oh, well, I have grays, so for Greatsword Mastery. So it's 3 damage.
Okay.
Does it do anything after getting that 3 damage?
You feel it go into flash, yeah.
It just stays still though, doesn't do anything.
There's like a there's like it does no, it doesn't do anything. You cut into it though.
Okay. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. So, and then we're at Torsten.
You probably hear him off in the distance now, shouting to run.
Ezekiel, get out.
Okay. And then we go to Alaric.
Yeah, Alaric is leaned against the wall. He sees and hears Orsten like point blank through Blitz. But I'm curious if I see anything else in the direction we're running. Unless there's no light.
There is no light in the distance there.
There's no light. Torsten is running blind, right? From my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. You want that on your bed?
Um,
Put it on your bed. Come on. What do you want?
yeah, I guess Orion would see this. Alaric quickly makes this arcane sigil with his hands, almost like Naruto hand signal, like hand jutsu, and then snaps his fingers, and his eyes come back too, and Blitz vanishes from where they are. And he goes, Torsten just ran off into the darkness, can't see, and Blitz can't follow them into the darkness like that. What happened to the invisible thing? Is it attacking us? Is it? And I'll use my movement to head over towards the 30 feet.
Okay. So for the princess, want to kind of move here. So you go 30 feet. You start to get over to where they are.
Is it still invisible?
Yeah.
But it's
Xanatos
not-
got it though. But
But
I
it's
think
not-
it's got Torsten's stuff.
You doing anything?
What? That doesn't make any. What do you mean? It has Torsten's stuff.
Has it like been moving at all? Because we're all kind of like right there.
No.
I just pulled up, but I'm still around the corner, so you can't see me. I don't know. I throw something that like was blatantly Torsten. I just pulled that off of it.
Oh, that's just in case. Can please someone like a little bit of healing on the invisible thing?
I can't see it, so I can't heal it.
You just touch it.
That's not how that works.
What? What about the paladins?
I don't know. I'm not one of them.
It would work for me, but I don't want to expend my healing energy on something that might be an enemy or not of any use to us.
We won't know unless you do it.
Well, if you insist. Whose turn is it?
There actually would be Orion, then it would be ours.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I don't know what we're doing. Are we going after Torsten? He's literally just ran into the dark.
Yeah, he seems to be acting irrationally. I don't know what to do about that.
I'm just very torn about letting him run off into the dark to die.
There is no healing, stupid. He says, like, very bluntly and very callously. For the record, out of game, I like Torsten. I like all the characters. Ours is just kind of a little bit of an asshole sometimes.
All right. Not sure what to do. I'll come over to the little alcove and just kind of stand there and I'll put the chest down.
Wait, but before you do that, Xantos will call out to Orion and yell at Orion, if you see Torsten, ask him something only Torsten would know.
Oh, he's gone. Like I can't even see him.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So I'll go to the door. I'm just gonna put the chest down. I'm gonna pop it open and see what's in here that we came all the way down here for.
Okay.
Is he under some kind of enchantment?
So
I'll also look up, asking.
a few things are going to happen here.
Oh crap!
Now, there is a shimmering of light as before you the invisibility fades and you see the dead corpse of Torsten. The stab wound from Xanatos that maybe ended their life, and the lack of healing from his friends.
Dang it, I figured it out too slowly.
And a slight clicking noise as Orion opens up the chest as we end for tonight.
Oh, that's a heck of a thing to leave off of.
And with that, and watching, thank you so much. And we'll see you next week.
This is so trippy.